You're watching for Jaspo TV, Lakewood, Florida, in the USA. Wap gade kata Jaspo TV, Lakewood, Florida, aux États-Unis.
Je dis à son plaisir que nous avons fait Jaspo TV avec le commissionnaire Mack dans ANDEDAN POLITIC. Le commissionnaire Mack nous connaît très bien. Surtout l'année dernière, nous avons eu le rôle of mayor. And I believe he did a terrific job, great job. And I'm very proud to be Haitian. And I've seen him how he performed. Mr. Mack is a Haitian American born in Haiti, of course, and who resides in West Palm Beach. He was elected in November 2016 as commissioner, and I believe now it's in his fourth year, ending in November 2020. He's a Democrat. He was first elected as a state rep en 2009. Monsieur Gain est un juriste docteur, en juriste, en law, with honors à l'University of Florida, District 20. Premièrement, il a été élu comme state représentative, il était District 27. Qui est environ by Delaware Beach area. He's also a practicing lawyer. He's been serving Palm Beach County, in this capacity since 2016. So today, dans ANDEDAN POLITIC, nous allons faire un petit causer avec le commissionnaire Mack pour nous connaître qui côté nous y est. Surtout que nous avons pays aux États-Unis à traverser un fait de racism, ça qui involve into the execution, I would say, Floyd in Minnesota. How is that affected Palm Beach County particularly? Parce que dans Palm Beach County, nous avons un gros public haïtien de l'État, mais la commission Mack a sensibilisé nous de ça. Et nous allons tourner un petit moment avec le commissionnaire Mack.
Nom c'est Dr Marc Lafalaise pour bureau avocat Rogetowski and Matthews. Sous gade, de temps en temps la pluie a tombé et ou même qui est propre caille par où, ouais qu'on a subi une série de dommages en dedans caille là à cause de la pluie. L'eau envahit tout en dedans caille là, mur craqué, limon a pleuvé dans tout coin. Donc ou même qui ouais que c'est dommage ça yo qu'on a subi dans caille là à cause de la pluie. M'a encourageons pour les bureaux avocat Rogetowski and Matthews, y a voyé un public adjuster venir évaluer dommages qu'on a subi en dedans caille là. Yo pas charge pour ça, y a prend ça en charge et les compagnies assurance là pour capable faire voir l'argent pour réparer dommages qu'on subit en dedans Kayoa. Songez les avocats Sam dans bureau Rogetowski and Matthews Kounia dans 954 995 3805. C'est 954 995 3805. Songez, le pape charge 5 cop pour inspection ou mettre les avocats Sam Kounia et dire c'est Dr Marc Lafalaise qui m'a dit pour relève. Fais ça Kounia. Les avocats Sam Rogetowski dans bureau Rogetowski and Matthews 954 995 3805. C'est 954 995 3805.
Depuis 1989, Al Hendrickson Toyota a pour recevoir chaleureusement tout client.
Bienvenue dans Al Hendrickson Toyota, capitale liquidation dans ce Florida, que ce soit besoin de machines neuves ou usagers de toutes sortes. Relais-nous, mauvais crédit, pas de problème, bon crédit, c'est ça net.
Service après-vente là efficace et vous facilitez clients avec transportation gratis. Atmosphère famille dans dealer permet toutes ces associés de prendre décision dans avantage client. Il a mis tête ensemble avec manager pour solutionner tout problème et même faire rencontrer maître dealer personnellement pour joindre satisfaction.
Comme nous connaissons dans Al Hendrickson Toyota, il y a deux sales managers haïtiens qui bataillent pour nous, Bernard et Michael.
Al Hendrickson Toyota,
it's all about you.
Al Hendrickson Toyota, 5201 West Temple Road. Téléphone 954 972 1100.
Good evening, Commissioner. How are you doing today, sir?
Good evening.
C'est un plaisir de vous avoir dans ANDEDAN POLITIC. Et c'est toujours un plaisir que nous l'aimons parce que c'est tout ce qu'on je dis, ça me donne envie. Et puis, bon Dieu fait moi accomplir pour moi. Et I'm very proud of you, sir.
Oh, thank you very much.
C'est un plaisir de vous avoir dans ANDEDAN POLITIC dans Jaspo TV.
On connaît Dr Lafalaise. Faut pas jamais jouer de politique. C'est gros politicien.
C'est gros politicien, oui. Bon, nous avons toujours besoin d'aide et nous toujours volontaires pour aider nous tous. Et comme je m'appelle, nous témoins à cause que TV ou bien qu'il y a nos social media, something qui happen dans Minnesota. Et ça arrive, it seems like it impacted the whole country. Tout pays a something qui entièrement, and particularly Palm Beach County. And I know as commissioner, you have a lot of work. It's a great impact on your county that you have built. You have worked so hard for the last 4 years to really, to see the work you have done. So tell us a little bit, how do you feel about this business of Mr. Floyd, the police and stuff?
You know, it is heartbreaking in terms of to see someone. Remember that when we as taxpayers, we pay our taxpayers' dollars.
Yes, sir.
For people to protect us. But as blacks, as a person who, you know, as a black person, they are also my predator. And I don't believe that I should feel that way at all, that the people who I've paid to protect me are the ones who are chasing me and hunting me.
Yes.
And this is the reason why the death of Mr. George Floyd has impacted not just Palm Beach County, the state of Florida, and the United States. Because I used to tell some of the young kids, like I went to law school, you know you're right. You want to know you're right.
But you look so young though. I mean, than young kids.
No, I'm not as young.
No, you know.
But you know, you tell your kids,
yes,
know your rights.
Yes.
And then the conversation changed to, I just want you to get home safely.
Wow.
And now when you're having conversation with the young kids, you don't know if they can make it home safely. And that is, I don't know if I get stopped by a police officer, I am not sure if I can make it home safely.
As a father.
As a community leader, everybody, whether you're a young kid, grown kid, women, black or white, and there's a racism that is going on in this country that we have to address. Yes. Because there are some people who just hate us because of the skin of our color.
Wow.
And you know what? And I don't think that, you know, it is right for you to hate me because of my skin color. And so this is the reason why we're dealing with this. And also, Doctor, we're dealing with a pandemic.
Wow.
Where we have like 3 things that are going on in the country that is just like causing problems. We have a COVID-19, a health crisis.
Yes, sir.
Where people are dying, people are testing, and we need the social distancing. We're sitting here because we're social distance because we know that we have to do the social distancing.
Yes, sir.
We have to get people tested, and it's so important to get people tested because now we have to, you know, figure out who's got the virus, so isolate them, quarantine them,
yes, sir,
and do the contact tracing, so in that way we can kind of like figure this thing out until we get a vaccine.
Yes, sir.
And at the same time, now that's a health crisis.
Exactly.
And then you compound it with an economic crisis.
Yes, sir.
And the economic crisis, just think about it. In the past 8 weeks, over 40 million people in the United States have filed for unemployment compensation.
Like you were saying, reported cases.
Reported cases. These are just reported. These are the people who broke through the system to get through.
Because actively involved in the economy.
In all of the 50 states, they've created barriers to prevent you from getting the unemployment compensation for you to apply.
Yes, yes.
40 million people.
Yes, sir.
And then you have a over 15 to 20% unemployment rate that is going on. So people are fed up. And so with a health crisis, economic crisis, and then you compound it with a social crisis that we must address. Because we cannot continue to allow the people that we're paying to protect us to be our predators. And the time to do that has come to an end.
That's right. We're not tolerating it anymore.
We cannot. Because and I've been calling for everybody, whoever you are, you know, it's not gonna be just me. It's everybody who's white, black, Latinos, Asians, whoever you are. We need to solve this together, because we cannot continue, because there's no reason why that someone who, you know, like Mr. Floyd, that they choked his life out of him because of his skin color.
He was asphyxiated. Yes, sir. But the thing that I wanted to, while you were talking about the economy, l'économie, il paraît que nous avons une dépression économiquement. Comment Palm Beach County is doing? Because I know, parce que your tax base, we can connaître son sales tax que nous toujours gasoline tax, and then it's been like almost 8 weeks that people are not driving and everything. So you know, I know as a commissioner that you have responsibility. You have people who depend on you, the laws that you have drafted, you know, to pass. You work so hard upon. How is it? Tell us. Well, tell our people what's going on.
Well, this is why when we receive some of the CARE dollars, and we've allocated $60 million. $60 million, so in that way, we can aider the small businesses.
Yes, $60 million pour aider petits business.
So, si vous attendez nous connaître là, you know, June 12th is the time for you to, that's when they're going to stop the application. So, nous avons pour tout le monde second petit business et au capable appliquer, and I'm going to give it to you in English because my, you know, my Creole is hard.
No problem, man. That's why I'm here for. Yeah, Mr. Daphnis put me here for that.
I know, that's why he's like, I need help.
Hey, listen, man. We both the same thing.
So if somebody's watching, it's www.
Discovery, D-I-S-C-O-V-E-R-Y.
No Y. Oh, Discover.
Okay.
Yeah.
D-I-S-C-O-V-E-R. Okay.
Point PBC Gov.org.
.org.
Yes.
Okay.
And so nous avons pour tout le monde qui a nous application au capable fill it online right now. So we want everybody to go www.discover.pbcgov.org, because if you need to apply, please do it right now. I'm going to give you my phone number, my office number, so in that way, if you have any question, c'est 561 355 2207. 561 355 2207. So, vous capable de relais nous, et si vous avez un problème pour appliquer, parce que nous avons $60 millions et que nous buy out right now, and nous fermé, we're going to close it on the 12th of June.
Le programme n'a fermé le 12 juin.
12 juin.
So, qui veut dire de jeudi avec 12 juin, il faut que tu cours, mettez l'application.
Mettez l'application, and it's online, pas un paper application.
C'est online pour aller.
Yes, so c'est raison ça, nous t'aimons pour tout le monde appliquer, parce que nous connaissons, a lot of our small business have been hurt by this economic crisis. And so we're trying to do our best, because we're going to look at our sales tax, our property values. Now, property values, it's not going to go down this year, because what they do is they look at values as of the 1st of January. So for 2020, for this 2020, so they're going to have the same values. But next year, when the people, you know, that's when we're going to have a real economic hit, because we've lost on bed tax. That's people who are coming to the tours, the hotels. So we've lost bed tax, you know, gas tax, you name it. The whole county we're hurting, and so that's why we're urging Congress to pass more legislation to help, you know, our individuals who need help, our small businesses in the county, so in that way we can take care of our residents in the county.
Very good. You know, cher, what font pile bail là. Parce que bien des fois haïtien on connaît parler, il a dit que Mack qui ça commissionnaire Mac Bernard. On dit donc listen. Premièrement, quelqu'un pile fois moi marqué mal dans meeting, community meeting, moi quoi faire dans commissioner meeting. Moi dis qu'on a que mais Mr. Mac Bernard voyait email bon dit tout ça qui a passé dans city là, I mean dans county là. qui côté me ka testé, qui côté me aller aide, me dit ça me font pas quel bagage. Donc quand on t'a c'est ou même pour qui dit parce que moi m'a dit parce que on connaît que c'est parce que ou bon mon chèque par en bas. Well, Mr. Bernard, you know, we appreciate what you do. We do.
Well, you know, to be honest with you, Doc,
Yes, sir.
this is our job. This is the reason why the voters voted for me to represent them here in Palm Beach County. I don't get involved in all the other stuff.
Right.
I don't, because I am so laser focused on how we're going to continue to help our residents. You know, what can we do to help to keep, you know, Palm Beach County safe? What can we do to make sure that we have the right jobs for our residents? How do we help our kids graduate? And all the things that we can do. And these are tough times. Like, I can tell you, it's tough when I'm having conversation with my kids for this whole week. It took me a whole week because, like, this thing is just hit me, and it hit me hard. And I'm a human being too, and like I have to, you know, stand strong. But I have to tell my kids, like, you know, people just don't like you because of your color.
Et one back in our too, you are having to manipulate Simon, who by leçon. It's, I know it's being quite. I know the wife is helping, but you know,
It's
and who can hold power jouer tout parce que Simon donne qu'à la
they're home,
Yeah.
and now it's the summer, and that's why, you know, even with the protesting, and you know, some of the people are protesting, and it's so important to protest because you know why? Because you're exercising your First Amendment right, and we want people to exercise their First Amendment right. But at the same time, you've got to be very careful with some of the looting, because there are other people who are trying to provoke them. So in that way, they're trying to provoke them, so in that way they can get in trouble. Because you know, like over 22 kids got arrested last night. You know, and you know they're now behind bars, and now they have a record. And we have some people who are in the juvenile assessment center. You know, and now I'm dealing with all of that because you know, and then we're going to have, you know, more people are being tested positive for COVID-19. I've got problems in Belgrade, and you know Belgrade. Nous avons plus de problèmes Belgrade. Nous avons plus d'Haïtiens qui étaient dans Belgrade et pas de place pour social distancing. And it is going crazy in Belgrade. And then here in Lake Worth, it is getting ridiculous. And so I am putting resources in Belgrade, and that's not even where I represent, but I'm putting resources in Belgrade, in Lake Worth, because we've got a huge Haitian community, Guatemalan community, a very huge Hispanic community, you know, in that area that needs to be tested. And now I'm putting all the resources that I can to try to stop what's going on, the COVID from spreading out in Belgrade and out in Lake Worth. And then you're dealing with an economic crisis and then a social crisis. So, but
it's tough.
You know what? The thing is, but we're just hoping that for the people who are watching, please continue to pray for this country, for us to get through this, because you know, when we have these unrest, you know, sometimes good comes out of it.
Of course.
And,
You know, the negative sometimes is not negative.
You know, sometimes
it appears to be.
You know, like you know, some people are, you know, they're you know, talking about the looting and the rioting, but you know what? There's gonna be something that's gonna be better that we're gonna get from that, and that's why we.
And also, what I've been listening, you know, and il paraît que même population, ça nous les Caucasians, et puis ils prennent conscience que vraiment vrai. Something need to be done.
Because just think about it. Nobody, you know, when someone who lives somewhere else, they don't have to worry about when they call the police that their sons or their daughters are gonna get someone gonna put their knees on their neck and then for them to choke their life. They don't have to worry about that. But you know what? I do, you do, and every one of us who are black in this country, you know, have to worry about that. And you know, just think about it. Like the other day, the you know, the president stated that, you know, the MAGA loves black people.
Black people, yeah. I mean,
that meant that they were never part of. So the Make America Great meant that they were never part of the Make America Great.
Exactly.
You know, and let me tell you, the last time America was great, it was built on the backs of blacks.
Exactly.
And so what I have to say is that we have to continue to work on our communities, improve the education for our kids, and so in that way we provide the health care, get people with health care, and also we need to take care of the economy, deal with this racism that is plaguing us,
yes, sir.
And for us to get through this.
Yes, thank you very much. What's another thing? Given the pandemic rather, and now we have this issue with racism and in the police brutality. And here we go now. Today is a special day, hurricane season. I mean, how much more are we going to be burdened? So tell us a little bit. So what should our people do to prepare ourselves? Well, there's a lot of us, living here, so we need to prepare. And I know last year you did a great job. So what about this year?
Well, hurricane season started today, June 1st. So what we need people to do is just get your kits and everything, so that way you're prepared for the hurricane. Because the reason why it's different is because of the fact that this is going to be a major hurricane season where we're going to have plenty of storms. Okay. We already had 3 named storms before hurricane season already.
Unbelievable. In May.
In May. So what we have to do is what we're asking all of our residents: be prepared. Get your kits, get your food, get your supply. And the reason why it's different this year is because, remember, if we have to evacuate, evacuation will be completely different.
Exactly.
And so because we're going to have social distancing. And we're working right now at the Emergency Operations Center. I'm pretty much there almost on a daily basis, just to make sure that we're prepared so we can take care of our residents.
All right. I'm going to speed up the questions so we can come before I give you a chance to talk about the election, because I know as Democrats we have, in August. Do you have the primary in August, sir?
Are
you being primary?
I can honestly tell you right now, I have not even thought about, because we've got to take care of our people. Okay. And that's all I'm focused on, which is taking care of every resident in this county and to deal with this pandemic. And even with the testing, and I know we'll talk a little bit more about it, because we need to make sure that everyone who is listening to us, who are watching us right now, please get tested. Because it's so important, because so many people are in this area walking with this virus, and they're traveling with it, and they're giving it to other people. And if you love your family, or if you love your grandma, you love your granddad, get tested, because guess what? You are the ones who are probably hurting them right now.
Commissioner a dit bon bagali dit pour nous tester nous, parce que nous pas tester par contre qui ont des maladies, donc on a au moins si on a des maladies yo que pas quarantine nous plutôt une distance de monde yo, et puis comme ça yo que aider autres, aider with the health care et pour get you out of it. Mais et puis que tout le temps prendre plus bonheur, tout le temps plus bon pour. Donc c'est ça lié. Donc et pour peuple haïtien, on a pris là de nous connaît conspiracy. Il y a toujours blanc des pour le bon vaccin. And the whole community is bombarded with this information. So, but I know a lot of it are myth, but I tell them, but they like to hear it from the
But it's not, it's, the only thing is, it's just what's made it harder, I can tell you, I've been a county commissioner for 4 years.
Yes, sir.
And, I'm nowhere close to the people as their pastors. Okay. Because right now, because of the pandemic, our pastors, the churches have closed. The churches have closed.
Yes, sir.
And that's who they usually get the information from. And so that's really hurt us, because, the people that we need the most as a Haitian community, it's our pastors.
Of course.
Pastor Wilfried,
Yes, sir.
You name the pastor, those are the pastors that the people go to, and so, Pastor Louis Saint, you name the pastors, that's who we typically go to, and so it's harder to get the information out. So we're just asking all of our community leaders, to please help us, because these are tough times and people are hurting, and so please.
You know, peut-être que si pasteur qui est l'église, I mean, il y a un pile de monde dans l'église, ça veut dire. Peut-être que des capables même submettre like côté parc là et John Prince, et des côtés des pavillons, peut-être que nous les capables de plus d'espace, distance, parquer dans machine, pasteur qui a un microphone là. Service for you.
And that's probably, we just got to think outside the box.
Outside the box, yeah,
because we need church. Church is so important.
And most important, it play a role in our lives.
What we're also going to do, just the people who are watching, what we're going to do also is, some of the people have been hurt where they cannot pay their rent and they cannot pay their mortgage.
Big business.
And so we actually have resources in the county that we've allocated to help people with their rental payment and their mortgage payment that's been impacted by COVID. So, nous te bail tout mon téléphone nous, et c'est 561 355 2207. Sous besoin de help et pour capable payer mortgage ou pour payer rental, really nous n'a aidé pour capable go to the right department. I say it's very hard in the county to navigate. And we will try to help you, because these are tough times and we're here to help our residents.
Very good. Well, thank you very much, sir. You are doing a good job. And lastly, I was going to talk to you about the rental. But you said the rental, but you are good. You go ahead. Okay. What is it that in the last 4 years that you wanted to do, but you feel like you need a little bit of more time to get it done? You know, this is like a very down-to-earth question. And because I know, because you see, I know sometimes even the president says, okay, 4 years is not enough. There's so much you wanted to get done. And I know as commissioner, and having seen and observed and seen the pandemic, how it has impacted, particularly how people are dying because of comorbidity. You know, meaning that they have sugar diabetes, they have high blood pressure, they have other diseases that cause the virus to kill some of us in the nursing home. And I know now you are thinking about those things. So what is it that you do, Mr. Bernard?
I can tell you, everything that I thought that I wanted to get done in January are all thrown out of the windows, because guess what? We're in a whole different world. The world changed.
The world changed on us.
On March, the world changed on us. Right now, you know, I've been leading to try to make sure that we are getting tested in the county. I'm dealing with the economic crisis, getting people work and working to retrain people, you know, to get them back to work. And so now we're dealing with this social crisis. So everything that we thought that we wanted to get done, COVID-19 changed that. But you know what? There are sometimes, you know, some good things that always come out of every crisis. And so we will be a better country. We will be a better county as we navigate through this. Because guess what? You know, we're going to have to make sure our kids get the best education, you know, from now on. But you know what? Now they can eventually get classes virtually online, and there are different opportunities that's going to present itself. So, you know, and you know what, sometimes maybe some things that we thought were important, they're not as important, where we could spend a little bit of time with our family. And you know what, and as my kids are getting older, you know, I just always want to continue to spend the time with my kids.
I'm looking at you because when I look at when you were born, I'm not going to say that.
1976.
But guess what? My son was born in 1976.
Oh, wow.
You know, we've been talking for a long time, and I never really said that to you. But when I saw that today in preparing this interview, I said, this guy could be my son. But of course, you look better than I do.
No, that's...
Hey, man, being a lawyer, but you look good, too. But I'm happy to have a guy like
But you know what? The thing is, what I am, like, looking forward to is just, like, I always want to continue to... I have 3 girls, and I fight every day to make sure that whatever we do in the county are to help our kids. And you know, what I hope is, I always want to continue to be a good dad to help raise my kids.
But you know, I say that, you know, although I know you're a commissioner, but I cannot wait for 4 years from now for me to be preparing, you know, if the Lord give me life, to be preparing your take off to Washington. Because hey, listen, man, the sky's the limit for you, sir.
Well, you know,
and then because you could be, if Rubio can be a senator, I can have a senator or a congressperson.
To be honest,
I know you're going to say no, but I said it. I take responsibility for it. We need Haitian, we need a Persian person in Washington.
But you know what, Dr. Lafalaise, I can tell you that the fact that I am sitting here next to you, you know that what you've gone through in New York, being an immigrant, and I'm only sitting here doing this because of the work that you've done, other people have done to allow me to be here. And I can honestly tell you, I never thought in a million years that this kid with no parents to come to the United States, and then to come here at the age of 10, and then for 34 years later that I'm sitting next to you here, leading some of the things that I'm leading to try to help our people. And so, which is a testament to how great God is. Amen. And how we have to continue to, when we're blessed with a talent and gift, we must continue to put it to work.
All right, amen. This Sunday we have a great event here in the 3212, I believe, Lantana Road, whereby they are across the airport. And just like you were talking about testing, and I think we're going to have an event like that.
Well, you're going to have an event like that?
Yeah, of course, here, we're going to have a...
So when is
trying to get the community.
When is that?
It's about June 7th at 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. here at 3212. We're going to be outside to practice the social distancing. Nous avons capé de Europe, nous avons testé, et nous avons testing pour COVID là, pour just like you said, pour nous voir que pour capable camber distance là, pour nous capable identifier mon qui est diagnostic là, pour nous make sure, c'est pas pour nous castiger, pour nous make sure go get the help that you need. Am I right, sir?
It is so important because we're trying to, we want everybody to be tested, and the only way to do that is if the community gets involved, and that's why I'm excited when you say that, there's going to be testing this Sunday, June 7th, from 11 a.m. to 1.
So we invite the whole community.
So everybody who is watching or listening to us this Sunday, June 7th, from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., we're going to have testing here in Lantana, 3212 Lantana Road.
Right, in front of La Renaissance.
En face
airport.
It's so important, and because we want people to be tested, and so we can do the contact tracing, to do the isolation, and then to try to help you get through this crisis. And because in this area, Lake Worth, this area is part of the whole Lake Worth region that we need to micro target. And so pour tout le monde qui attendait nous voulons pour get tested. C'est très important.
Mr. McBurnett, we're going to conclude now. So just give us a little bit of ramassé about how we can help, how we can really be an active member of this community by helping you to, as you are really exercising this leadership that God has given to you to lead your people here, whether they're African American, Guatemalan, Haitian American. So tell us a little bit.
We just want, it's very simple. We just want people to continue to pray for this country, pray for the state of Florida, pray for Palm Beach County, pray for our leaders to make the right decision to help us get through this social economic crisis that we're going through. As we're dealing with a pandemic, which is a health crisis, we're dealing with an economic crisis where we have over 40 million people that's been unemployed, that needs work, and with a 14 to 20% unemployment rate, and then now we've got this social unrest that we have to deal with. So we just want people to just be part of the solution and help us get through this.
I forgot to say something, to ask you something. What about the people looking for a job? Are there a career source?
We have career source on Belvedere Road, so they can. I believe it's careersource.gov. And I don't know.
It says www.careersource.gov.
Yes, Career Source right on Palm Beach Lakes. But they're trying to help people virtually because as this economy has taught us, there's going to be new opportunities, and with virtual learning, virtual Zoom, and all of that. So people will have to learn new technology to get through this.
I'm still expecting your Zoom so I can participate with the community. I want to get all the people, the Asian American Club. By the way, what I've been doing is to, when you send the thing to me, I send it to each members. So anyway, Mr. McBurnett, it was a pleasure to have you. You did a great job, and we want you to continue to do the good job that you have been doing. So, c'est un plaisir que nous gagnons avec vous. Merci en pile pour participation dans le programme ANDEDAN POLITIC. Et nous prions nous-mêmes participer, be active, supporter les leaders. L'homme nous font bail qui bon, il n'y a pas rien qui compte pour dire oui, you did a great job. Comme ça tout pour nous capables, comme ça il a produit plus We nous remercions, Mr. Mack Bernard. Have a wonderful day and good luck and continue to work on our behalf.
Thank you very much. God bless you.
God bless you, sir.